Yeah, for Makwaba Daily Update TV. Besa musene number channel so mobile hit adoma mobile subscribe mobile like mobile share mawana pensemi bi etie so enye bi etie mesha muse mobile jemre ni adaje ni aboro muntentem ni akuti nsema ne de etwago Aisha Huang Kesi na kamesi NDC for no de nsem bi abetutudwa efa mami Kesi ho a omucha sese omuncha sese court no ekobu asem no anase verdict ne babonche no 5 years jail ena omude mama no na omonkote nkote a Godfred Odame babonche se okusiki for appeal for more jail term for Aisha Huang no muchem se papai o diabolic mind ya ukrai ene aza ne tractor mo pese mu yenti etifo o matutu bi ama ne Godfred Odame pa na mestem se yebebo rom ne akutie ensem no ye ba de ka ho bia no yenso ye beba abedomo.
Attorney General's position is a rebel juristic hypothesis. Say, I am working. Don't do this. The Attorney General's position is rebel juristic hypothesis. Break it down for me, say. We are doing some work here. Now, Judge Penyo Supreme Court, Madam for Pano, on this answer will bring me, but Yentuaso. Now, let me tell you what is happening. The reason why the Attorney General of Ghana, Eka say, Okojina Judge Nimka say, or prosecute Aisha Huang, crimes are committed in 2015 to 2017, and they say, if they had opened the crimes up, Aisha Huang would have gone to jail for 50 years. Now, the reason why the Attorney General is quick to come tell us, say he wants to go for an appeal and make sure, say, Aisha Huang, was not jail longer than the 4.6 years, say. On him clearly say, before 2019, Saim Rana or my judge Nijina so Jeit îl Aisha Huang, he knows, say, the same Umrano cannot make the judge jail Aisha Huang more than 5 years. Because technically, if you based your argument on the law before the amendment, that is, before we move the law to 20 years, if you involve yourself in illegal mining as a foreigner, it means, say, if the Attorney General even goes back to judge the court and tells the judge, say, Aisha Huang, ekunipa, Aisha Huang, galam say, or the more charges crack and one, the judge there cannot jail Aisha Huang using the amendment, or the Minerals Commission Amendment Act. The judge in the seat can only jail Aisha Huang by the law that was before the 20 years. It does not matter how the Attorney General changes his case. It does not matter how the Attorney General argues his case. The only thing the judge can do is that he is looking at the case from 2015 to 2017. Or not there, he is looking at 2015 to 2017, and 2015 to 2017, Imraben or Imranicha said, you should not be jailed more than 5 years. If the Attorney General is saying, say, he is going to go back and appeal or go back and fight for more years, then the Attorney General is trying to tell us, say, in the first place, the case he presented to court, he knew that there were loopholes. The case he presented, he knew Aisha Huang wasn't going to be jailed over 5 years. In the first place, the case that he presented that was before him in 2017 that he said he filed nolle prosequi and then later presented the case because Attorney General, Yanfan said, the 2015-2017 case he had the first, or filing nolle prosequi say there's no merit to the case. He doesn't want to follow the case. He has discontinued the case, Say Attorney General, say, now I am ready to prosecute Aisha Huang. And the second time, and I just say he wants to prosecute Aisha Huang, he would have opened Aisha Huang's case all the way to 2022. So the judge could have jailed Aisha Huang the 2022 to 2023 crimes and jailed Aisha Huang 2017 to 2015 crimes. In Tisanka Aisha Huang, a year 5 years or 4.5 years before 2019. The 2022 to 2023 Aisha Huang Rahana or Galamseno, the judge would have given Aisha Huang 20 years. So she could have served the two concurrently, or she would have served the two separately. It is an Attorney General and diabolic and a bonino dia. And call filing the case, and come file two separate cases. He will file a case that falls under 2015 to 2017, and then he will file a case that falls under 2022, which is basically under the new Mining Act. So what was going to happen is the judge was going to receive those cases, look at the 2015-2017 crimes, and then later come and look at 2022 crimes. The 2022 crimes is after the amendment. So the judge was going to give Aisha Huang 20 years or more here. That is 2022, and give Aisha Huang a maximum of 5 years. So in also Aisha Huang and then Senkai Tanajino on your DIgsmåLIC and also Aisha Huang them 25 to 30 years. But because they know, so Amuko present 2 cases because the case was before you in 2017. You said you didn't want to continue the case. You discontinue the case. So when you have been able to get Aisha Huang again on your lap, then you have to slap Aisha Huang from 2017 to 2022. You can choose to split the cases. Split the cases, split the years, and put the charges in front of the judge. Now the judge will be forced to look at the different years and jail Aisha Huang. But because Attorney General of this MPP government, they knew what they were doing, he deliberately said he is providing a case or yet judge and said 2015-2017. Even along the way, time or the case if Godfred wanted to be legit, he wasn't basically playing with our minds. He could have amended his case in the middle and said, I am expanding my case to 2022 because I feel when Aisha Huang re-entered Ghana in 2022, the amendment had been done, meaning when he came to Ghana, what crime did he commit? Oh, when he came in 2022, he did galamsey. He was involved. He participated and what facilitated. So that alone attracts 20 years sitting there. And then you also have the 5 years sitting there. So at the end of the day, Attorney General to me, I'm a judge in Jeitîl Aisha Huang 25 years. But he knew what he was doing. Godfred did not want Aisha Huang to go in for over 25 years. Godfred deliberately chose 2015-2017 case. In the end, the said he is thinking of an appeal. What is he going to appeal? Is he going to appeal the 2015-2017? Because the law is explicit. It says you cannot jail somebody or a foreigner while illegal mining for over 5 years. So what are you going to appeal here? Unless you tell us you are going to file a fresh case against Aisha Huang from 2022 to 2023. And those cases, facilitating participation and making people do illegal mining, the amendment clearly says Aisha Huang should go in for 20 years. So Aisha Huang can be in court. The Attorney General can file a new case after the amendment, which is 2019, and then bring Aisha Huang back to court and say, Mr. Judge, Madam Judge, I have brought this guy back again. I have filed another case, and this is superior because this case was filed or this crime was committed after 2019. The Minerals Amendment Act had already been put in place. So I am looking at 20 to 25 years. But because the Attorney General knows, say Jimmy, he knows to say what he's doing, he's basically playing with our mind and gagging the lawyers and all that in Ghana. He's basically saying he's going to appeal. What are you appealing? Are you appealing for them to drop the years, or you are appealing for them to add more years? Because if you are going to add more years, it's not going to happen. Because 2015-2017, the law does not permit you to jail Aisha Huang over 5 years. But from 2022 to 2023, the law permits. Aisha Huang was here over a year. Was he involved in galamsey? Yes. Was he involved in illicit arms? Yes. Was it Aisha Huang? Did he facilitate? Was he part? Yes. So why don't you file a fresh case against Aisha Huang? Why are you going to appeal this one? Because this one, we have gotten to the limit. You cannot go more than 5 years. And that is what the law said. Now you have a chance to open a new case. Why is the Attorney General not opening a fresh case that will give him 20 years? He doesn't want to do it. Because when he ventures that place, Chinese if one any Aisha Huang, any business, they'll blow their cover. So when you see the Attorney General tell you, say, I am going to appeal a judgment that has gotten to the peak, the judge basically used the highest punishment under the Aisha Huang, 4.6 months, because we didn't cast 7 kakra. And into man 4.6 and continue jail crack 5 years. So what are you going to appeal? You are going to appeal to tell the judge to do what? To add, because you cannot add. The law then says it straightforward. And why now we choose it 2015-2017? If the Attorney General wants to be legit and honest with us, if he doesn't want to be a fool, or just say Jimmy, or just say he should file a new case. We know when Aisha Huang re-entered Ghana in 2022, September 2nd, Aisha Huang was still involved in galamsey. Aisha Huang was still doing illegal mining. Why and what is stopping Godfred from opening a fresh case against Aisha Huang? Because it's not against the law. It is because they are doing politics. It is because they want to find a way to let Aisha Huang go. The appeal he's going to appeal, he is going to end up giving Aisha Huang more room to bring down the 4.6 months. I'm telling you. He is going to go in there and make deliberate mistakes. And when he make the deliberate mistakes, Aisha Huang will capitalize on the deliberate mistakes, and they will be sitting here. Judge Rebecca said Aisha Huang has made the case in the appeal. The maximum of 4.6, no, what is about 1.2. Yes, if we say the Attorney General could not. Now, do you know why? This Attorney General wants to do this before election 2024. Now, when he goes back to appeal and he makes deliberate mistakes, the Aisha Huang lawyers can capitalize on those deliberate mistakes, and Aisha Huang can come out of jail before they leave power. And that is the deal. In Saonya smarter, Obaja said the Attorney General is going back to seek your interest. The Attorney General is going back to open windows for Aisha Huang's lawyers to take Aisha Huang through, because he's just basically going to go there and make deliberate mistakes. That's all. And when he makes those mistakes, the Aisha Huang lawyers will capitalize on it. And when they capitalize, the judge will be forced to say that the Aisha Huang lawyers made their case. Aisha Huang is not supposed to be in jail. Aisha Huang is supposed to be extradited to China. And what the Attorney General is doing is that Aisha Huang, they want to extradite her and take her back to her country before election 2024. Attorney General is a criminal, or a cromfo, or a we. Don't let these liars lie to you. They have nothing new for you. After this short break, I will take one or two stories that may be a phone line. You're still watching. With all due respect, celebration.
Before I go on, let me postulate from the Frans Fanonian dictum, which stipulates that the dialectics of reconciling two conflicting ideas is the algebra of revolution. The overbearing intervention of the state government had further exacerbated oporombium and amounting to sadomasochisms. Acrimony and chaos in our community. It was a contumelious stratagem by political jobbers to siphon monies. We suffer what we call political axivia neonantorum. Conclusively, we are a microcosm of the issues in the Niger Delta in the macrocosm. Today, we as a people are stating Voxe populi, voxe Dei.
Voxe populi, voxe Dei. The voice of the people is the voice of God. We are doing our part here. We are doing everything possible, breaking everything down for you to understand what is happening in Ghana. My job here, job of my team, Omomola Lhtsmbnh TV, our job is to use the facts to let you understand. Say, we are living with a bad government. We are living with a bad party. That's all. So Obi, our counter explanation and facts, any documenter, they have the right to go on any platform they want and contest whatever we say here. We are not in a fight with anybody. We are just here to let the people know the truth. How we do it is exceptional because we take our time to break it down. If you think you have the capability to do that, we are willing to hear you out. So, every single thing I have spoken on today, the statement from the Attorney General. I did not make anything up here. Don't challenge me. Challenge my facts. Challenge my team, their facts. Challenge the team on this TV, the facts they bring out. Me as a person, I'm like you. Challenge the facts that I put out. That's the most important thing. And as Phobia, I want us to speak on it's got to do with the Electoral Commissioner. Jane Mensah, Akasa, and I think I'll say Inyabutre na postulate, and then Oporumpium, it's for people to understand there be a problem no. Now, Jane Mensah, the Commissioner of the Electoral Commission. We know how incapable, how ignorant, how incompetent and naive she is. we have all gotten to that point, say, you say you are a EC boss or basically an MPP foot soldier who cannot even walk to the Supreme Court and boldly hit her flat chest and say, this person won or this person won. We have an EC boss who at the end of the day has gone against every single law of the land when it comes to the Electoral Commission, how it is run. This lady has proven that bleaching and foolishly acting as a tyrant at the EC will definitely not make you intelligent. And consistently, majority of Ghanaians have lost hope in the Electoral Commission because of the ignorance and the incompetence of such a pain-brain woman, because of politics, has been made an Electoral Commissioner. This lady is dead on arrival. She's basically a puppet who is a symbol of failure. She basically sits at the Electoral Commission and every single day breaks down the confidence Ghanaians have in the commission. Today, she's trying to justify her indiscipline and corrupt practice since she got into office as the EC boss. She's trying to bait the security agencies. She's now getting to that point where she thinks she needs the help of the security to help her commit her foolish crimes. 90% of Ghanaians today don't trust the Electoral Commissioner and trust the EC because of the happenings. Because of what happened in 2020. Afarijan was bold enough to walk to the Supreme Court, to take a seat, to answer Ghanaians who actually won the election and on what basis. This color of a human being refused to walk to the Supreme Court to tell us we the taxpayers, you and I, we have been feeding her dead ass, her shrinking ass. We have been taking care of her tiny shrinking ass. We have been taking care of her makeups. She refused to mount or enter the box to tell us who actually won election 2020. This is a disease, a despicable disease of a human being. Now she's trying to lure the police, who also have answers, to questions they have never answered. The EC is now trying to bring the police along because they both came together with the military in 2020 to murder Ghanaians. I said to murder Ghanaians because the police, the military, and the Electoral Commission, because of their inconsistency, the inconsistencies in the delivery of their work led to the murdering of people in Ghana. The Electoral Commission, police, they could not protect the people. The military also went there to kill. It was because of the inconsistencies of the EC in organizing the 2020 elections. And Ghanaians, they were murdered by our own security agencies. Today, she has gone to meet the police and she's beginning to do what? Open up to bring his old folks who helped her to kill Ghanaians, that we have another battle, we have another killing, we have another event coming up, and you people should come on board so that we can destroy them more. What has she said? We are witnessing predetermined, well-orchestrated strategies to unleash violence in elections. J. Mensa Kojina Police for him said, to say the money to you say, Omo se nipa bi wo Ghana, omo ya omo adwene se, omo pese, omo di dream, omo de nyobe be atoto akwan mu a omo pese aba ya betu omo de say Ghana. This is coming from the mouth of a foolish woman. How do you know? How are you sure? How can you concretely tell us you have evidence to this? I'm going to read her speech. And when you sit out there and you say political parties want power, and that what will make a political party that has power or already have power try to do what? Orchestrate strategies, predetermine an election. They will only do that when the referee in the election is biased. Dear Nebema Sante Kotoko Eko Accra House of Folk Akobomacha. Ne yakase omu nyina embra dressing room. Asante Kotobeka se dabi. Yakase omu nyina embra no mumbra aye pre-game and there Asante Kotoko said Abi because Asante Kotoko might not trust Accra House of Folk or trust the referee. So Asante Kotoko trust the referee no. And I say Asante Kotoko trust the House power. Whatever Accra House of Folk because Omunye Accra Sports Stadium, they will do it. But because they have their own reservations about the past, because Asante Kotoko will be painty. Because Asante Kotoko ehu say referee be gina Accra Sports Stadium dibo eti omo age penalty be eti omo Accra House of Folk supporters ebia omo ko restroom akọ attack Kotoko for danti enche Kotoko say no. So there is precedent, something and remember nipa be predetermined ideas and I say orchestrate strategies to do what, to cause mayhem in an election. Ghana for nyankwasea for this is not the only elections we've had in the history of this country. 1992, 1996, then 2020. Why is it today an electoral commissioner can stand in front of the police to say Ghana phobia? Ghana phobia no dey na ama wa adwene o say o ma adwene o so be so say aba no. Jtil hasn't paid the EC workers. The things I came to tell you here, she hasn't paid them. I like assemblyman election, district committee election, she has still not paid EC workers. Look at those things. Now, I'm kind of commenting in Chow. Now, I'm in Chow Adibi. EC boss, chair of the Electoral Commission, Jane Adukwe Mensah, has said Ghana is currently experiencing planned attempts to unleash violence before, during, and after elections. The statement I just read to you, these are emphatic statements. The statement I just read, Jane Mensah has said Ghana is currently experiencing planned attempts. Then Jane Mensah knows more than we know. In any serious country, Jane Mensah should be called to give facts, evidence, how she got to know people have planned to unleash violence before, during, and after the elections. Jane Mensah basically has come out. This statement she made, she is not assuming. These are not statements she is trying to guess. These are factual statements. Meaning, Jane Mensah knows if the election doesn't go on, or the election doesn't end well, or when people are killed during the election, Jane Mensah already knows it's going to happen. Why is the police she's standing before not questioning her? That your utterances, what you are telling us, it sounds more like you know more than we know. And you have facts. And if you are not able to provide that fact in 2024, nice information and one can't check Ghana police. So her first statement clearly gives her away. Saying John Mahama Kojina baby can't say because John Mahama wants to cause mayhem in Ghana. Saying Kojina baby, Sami Jemfine Kayanka MPP in Kwasia for radio no. Because boy, see idea NDC for say planned. Say planned, unleash violence, planned. And so Kwasiaba we ne kaye, we make emphatic statement. Kwasiafo or the police for him, Ghana for ye jiminti ye sheno. She knows the NPP will release a lot of criminals, mercenaries, killers in the system in 2024. Jane Mensah knows. This is an emphatic statement. And this is not a statement you joke about. No country will sit down and say, the referee in the elections is telling us that some people we are experiencing planned. On what basis? She knows that the NPP government led by Bawumia, they are planning to kill. She knows. That's why they don't want to leave power. And she is there to work for them. Now, this, she said, is being orchestrated to dent the image of institutions such as the EC, the police, and the security agencies. Or since our plan where Nipebi Ghana Afa say Obube Kunipa during after the election, it is because person gu EC edimase, person gu police edimase, person gu security agencies edimase. Oh, really? 2020, the same police, the same electoral commission, the same security agencies open fire on Ghanaians and kill them cold blood. Who has dent the image of the police? Kwasiaba.